Am I the a-hole for walking out when I saw my ex-boyfriend? Why, but I find this kinda funny, LMAO. I'm using my younger sister's account BTW, so I might not be online much. Okay, so I am 21, female, and my ex-BF, Aiden, is 20. 3 days ago, my best friend, Madison, invited me to celebrate Thanksgiving with her and our other friends. We were able to invite partners, siblings, etc. My older sister, 24, arrived before I did. So a little over a while later, she texted me, but I was driving and my phone was on DND, so I couldn't read her message. Plus, I don't want to risk getting a ticket, LOL, and also, before I left my house, she called me and said that she drove to my best friend's, Madison's, house an hour earlier because Madison needed help with something and I don't know what it was. Well, when I finally arrived to Madison's house, I parked into the driveway and got out. I made sure to double check if I had locked my car or not before I headed inside. The door was unlocked and I didn't need to knock because Madison says that we aren't strangers and that she trusted me most. Ah, sweet, but either way, I still texted her to let her know that I had arrived and she reacted with a thumbs up. I opened the door, walked inside and closed it behind me. I walked inside the living room, no one was there. I then went to the dining room and everyone was sitting there while some were setting up the table, placing plates, forks, spoons, napkins, etc. However, when I took a few steps inside the dining room, I saw Aiden sitting on the side of the table where I could clearly see his face, and my brain really said, "Go hell no," and without thinking for a second, I turned around, opened the front door and walked out. I still had my shoes on, so I was quick to leave. I thought that no one had saw me, but when I got into my car and started the engine, I heard Madison shouting my name. I know this might sound rude, but I didn't even glance at her and drove off immediately. I got a few texts from Madison, but I didn't hear any notifications because I had my phone on DND, but when I did, I was already home and received like 10 plus messages from her and they were all pretty much the same. Hey, my name, why did you leave so suddenly? Dinner hasn't started yet and you're already gone, where did you go? Did something urgent happen? Why did you leave? She be acting as if Aiden wasn't there, like, girl, was I being paranoid or was Aiden really there? I just left her on read and haven't spoken to her or anyone else yet. Even today when she called me, I didn't answer. Thing is, my sister, I forgot about her and I haven't heard from her yet. I did text her before I wrote this post, but she hasn't responded yet, so in the meantime, I'll be waiting for her response. Oh, and the message she had sent me said, "Yo, my name, Aiden just arrived with Madison's brother, Mason. Did you know that he was coming?" I responded with no. Edit, the dining room and the living room were in front of each other. For example, dining room on the left, living room on the right. If any of y'all have any questions, feel free to ask. Relevant comments. Commenter 1, just be open about it, Aiden was there and I just noped out. Figured no one needed the drama. Op, I wanted to tell her about him, but I didn't know what came up to me that made me shut up. But I did text her today and she hasn't responded yet. Commenter 2, one would think that Madison would know that you wouldn't be comfortable being around your ex. Madison's brother is TH for bringing him, Aiden, and frankly Madison is a bit of an AH for not making him leave, then pretending like she didn't know why you left. She absolutely knew why you left and a real best friend would have warned you. Op, I didn't think of this, TBH. Thank you for telling me, I'm gonna have a talk with her eventually. Commenter 3, this is not a friend. She knew he was there and didn't warn you. It doesn't matter if she invited him, probably did, or if she knew someone else brought him, she knew you broke up and wouldn't want to spend a holiday with him. She set you up to create drama. She is not a friend or good person. Op, thank you. I'm starting to think about it now and it's actually quite confusing to me. She never hid something from me before, but now that she did, I feel like there's something wrong. Update 1, a quick recap, sorry if it's long. A month earlier before the incident, my best friend and I planned on spending Thanksgiving/Christmas together, like how we used to do most of the times. That same week, she suggested that we spend it at her house and maybe I could spend the night there. Which, in GL, was a great idea, so I agreed. Well, fast forward to Thanksgiving, I arrived to her house and the door was unlocked, so I just let myself in. To make it clear, we've been best friends for many years, so it was normal for us to just go in each other's house at some times, especially in events, without knocking. And if you're gonna ask, yes, she gave me permission to. Once I was inside, my eyes immediately spotted a familiar figure, who definitely was Aiden, sitting at the side of the table where I could clearly see his face. I didn't even hesitate and immediately turned around and left. My best friend then tried to chase me down by yelling for me, but I was already gone by then. I definitely didn't ignore her, and like everybody else who went through the same situation, as soon as I drove back to my house, I had over 10 plus messages from her, basically asking why I left so early even though I had just arrived and that dinner was gonna start soon. I left her on scene. So sorry, I forgot to mention that my sister was gonna be there with us as well and that she arrived earlier before me for 2 reasons. 1. Madison needed her to be there for help with decorating, cooking and other stuff, all related to the event. But while my sister was there, she saw Aiden arriving with my best friend's brother, Mason, and texted me right away, but I couldn't respond or see the text because I was already driving to my best friend's house, and like I said in my last post, my phone was on DND because I didn't want to risk getting a ticket. The second reason is that I had some really important stuff to do which, for some privacy reasons, I'll be keeping private. Sorry for the confusion. I only responded about 2 to 3 days later because I still couldn't believe what just happened that day. In the text I said, "Hey underscore. Why didn't you tell me that underscore Aiden was gonna be there? In fact, why would you or anyone invite him, knowing damn well what he did to me in the past?" Welp, she didn't know what to say to that and left me on scene for a couple of hours before texting me back, apologizing and saying that she didn't know that he was coming. I told her that that was bullshit and that she knew damn well that he was gonna be there. She still hadn't answered me yet. The update. Sorry to disappoint, but nothing much happened. After I sent that text, she never bothered to reply. Before I even knew it, she blocked me. Why? Ick. Maybe she's hiding something from me. I know I shouldn't be saying that and suspecting her, considering us still being best friends, but I can't help it. I've never heard from her or seen her again. I tried asking our other mutual friends about her, and they all said that they didn't hear anything from her ever since that day. Yes, I told them what happened and how it ended. Some girls even said that she had blocked them the same day she blocked me. Now, the only one who possibly knows where she's at and or why she isn't responding to anyone is her brother. But I don't feel comfortable texting him, and I don't think that I have the courage to. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. It's been nearly 2 months and I'm still blocked. I'll post again if something happens, but for now, I'll just continue enjoying life with my boyfriend. If anyone has any questions to ask, please do. I don't bite. I like reading y'all's opinions, especially the ones who offer advice. Thanks for reading. Edit. Some comments said that if I needed/wanted closure or anything, I have to text Mason, which I kinda have the courage to. I have him added on IG, but he rarely uses it, so if I'm willing to message him, it'll take a while for him to message me back. I'll try to make an update about this whole situation as soon as possible. Edit 2. Hey again y'all, I just wanted to tell y'all that I won't be able to respond to some comments since there are like a lot of them, 300 plus. I'm gonna try to read as many of your comments as possible, but please forgive me if I couldn't/didn't respond. Thank you all for your support and kind words, I really appreciate it. And to those PPL who went through something similar like this, sending much love and hugs to every one of you. I'll see when I will be able to update. Love y'all. Relevant comments. Commenter 1. Either your ex is now dating your ex, best friend, or this was some stupid attempt to get you back together with him. Sounds like your sister stayed. May want to ask her how things looked between the ex and best friend. Damn, that first line sounds harsh. I've never experienced such thing and I don't ever want to. But I'll take your word for it. My sister said that he just stayed there chatting with the others but nothing more. Commenter 2, that's fucked up really. To me, it seems like she wasn't really your best friend if she could block you so easily. Maybe she was hiding something or just didn't care enough to make things right. Either way, you're better off without her. I agree. That's not how a best friend treats their other best friend. Thanks. Commenter 3, she didn't know he was coming? To her house? Yeah, I definitely call BS. I think she was dating him or wanting to date him. She isn't a best friend or even a friend. You're better off without her. Exactly. Like how wouldn't she know? MHM, a lot of people said that. I'll try to find out the truth as fast as possible so I could share it here. Does Op's sister talk with Madison? No, my sister and Madison don't even like each other for some reason. Update 2, hey everyone, I'm back again with another update. But first, I'ma give them some names. Madison, ex-best friend, Aiden, ex-BF, and Mason, ex-best friend's brother. Hopefully y'all don't get confused or mixed up by these 3. Also, the reason why I couldn't update or post sooner was because I really didn't have anything to update on. Okay Sue. In my last post, I said that I might have to talk to Mason to get answers, but well, things didn't go as planned. Basically, his sister was the one to reach out first. Yeah, my ex-best friend, the girl everyone suspected was dating my ex. I'm not saying that I didn't suspect her dating him as well, but I can't say that I fully did either. Madison unblocked me from everywhere, I think, and messaged me nearly 5 days ago, asking if we could meet up and have a talk. If I'm being honest, when I first saw her message my heart skipped a beat, and it took me a few moments to process/realize if it was really her. No, because, you know that one feeling when someone you haven't heard from in months or maybe even years suddenly texts you out of the blue? Yeah, that feeling. I agreed because, well, I really wanted to know whether she and Aiden were dating or not. That thought was eating my brain. Earlier today we met at a regular cafe. We sat awkwardly in front of each other for a few moments that felt like hours. And then she started initiating small talks with me, asking how I've been and if I'm doing okay. No honey, I've been miserable. I didn't say much and got to the point. I told her to tell me the truth and not dare lie about it. Didn't say anything at first, but then said okay. I first asked her about Aiden and why was he there despite her knowing how much I hated and resent him in the first place. She let out a huge sigh like she just lost a whole competition and then said that she hoped that we'll reconcile eventually and forget about the past. No way. I just nodded, looked her in the eyes and then said, "Are you and Aiden dating?" She just stared at me. Like deep in my soul. I didn't know what to do, so I asked again. She tried avoiding that question by looking away and staying silent. It didn't stop me though. I told her, if you don't answer me, consider this the last time you'll ever talk to me. Let alone see me. I would have left either way. Dear Redditors. After some back and forth, she admitted to it. They're dating. Continuing on, she looked at me and I could hear the hesitation in her voice. She confirmed it. I asked for how long and she legit said a little over a year. Girl? No, I was for real shocked and speechless. I was like, what the fuck? And on top of that, she just casually said it. I decided to leave because I couldn't do it no more. I was disgusted and disappointed in her and I told her that. Her eyes started welling up with tears and then she started begging me to hear her out first, but I couldn't even look at her. Then, she started full on crying, so I just left her there. Home, I blocked her and her brother on everything. I know I didn't share why me and my ex broke up or what happened between us, and I don't think that I'll ever will, because for me, I want to keep it private and it's still traumatic. I might share some details about it in the future. Maybe, maybe not. But I reassure you that it was really, really bad. This may not be the update y'all hoped for, but hopefully it is in the next one. If something else happened, I'll keep you updated. One last thing, if I didn't answer some of y'all's comments, I'm either busy, sleeping or at work. Thank you so much for the support. Edit, sorry everyone for the spelling mistakes and typos. Hopefully it won't happen again. Relevant comments. Commenter 1, well, you got it, why she blocked you, also the BS of she wanting you to are with him, how cynical of her after she dating him for almost a year, that is absurd and you are doing right by cutting her from your life, you truly didn't need her for the last months, I doubt you need her from here on out, she can screw the ex and receive the same treatment you received from him, and when she came crawling back for your forgiveness, just shut the door on her face. She doesn't deserve any from you. Also, I would advise to expose her to the rest of the friends and your sister. For them to know why she blocked you in the first place and maybe others. This is not for revenge, this is A, for you to keep out of her reach the control of the narrative. B, to find out who or which others of the friends group knew and didn't tell you, so you know they're who you can count on. Good luck. Op, I'd like to take your advice and thank you. Commenter 2, wait, when you say traumatic, are you talking about something the police should have been called about or something super fucked up? I don't want you to go into details that you don't want to. I just wanted to understand the rest of your story. I'm still on your side though, and fuck your stupid fucking friend. I hope she gets everything she deserves. Op, I'd say both. It was something about abuse, if you know what I mean. Commenter 3, not the a-hole what best friend thinks it's appropriate to date their best friend's ex? This is like family members dating other family members' exes. Why would you do this? There are millions of other people in the world, there are billions of other people you could have chosen from. Why did she have to choose the person she knew would hurt someone close to her the most? At this point I almost feels like it's some type of weird competition or obsession she has with you, that she's dating your ex and she's been doing it for a year secretly without you knowing. The fact that they were dating for a year before she told you was also incredibly scummy. For that year every time you met and spoke with her you were thinking this is my best friend when in reality it wasn't your best friend, it was a backstabbing bitch. This is what upsets me the most. Imagine finding out that person who you trusted the most ended up being nothing but a backstabber. It feels unreal but real at the same time. What did Op's sister say, and if she knew about the dating couple? She said that she didn't even know that they were dating. According to her, she thought that Madison's plan was to try to get us back together and that's why she also left. Basically, she didn't know anything about it. However, I told her about my convo with Madison and she was grossed out. Update 3. Hey everybody, this is just a quick update about the whole situation. To the people who commented on my last post and told me to tell my friends and close ones about my ex-best friend and her relationship with my ex, just in case she tries to spin the story, you were right. Nearly 4 days ago, she made a post on FB about me. Recently, a close friend of mine had found it and forwarded it to me. I rarely use FB and she's still blocked on everything. That's why I didn't know anything. I'll just paste what she said because if I explained it myself and put details, this'll be very long. She said, "My best friend of 16 years had left me. After everything I did for her and after sacrificing my life for her, this is how she repays me. I should have seen this coming, but it caught me too much off guard. I didn't even do anything wrong. She blocked me on everything and I haven't heard from her since. Everyone, don't trust anyone too much, especially those who are close to you. You don't know whether they'll betray you or stay by your side until the end. ____ me, you're such a backstabbing bitch. You ruined my life forever and I'll never forgive you." This is the same woman that fucked my ex. First, she invited him to Thanksgiving dinner in hopes that we'll reconcile. Then, I found out that she has been with him for a whole year. And now this? What level of delusional is she on? No, and she even had the audacity and confidence to call me a backstabber and say that I was the one who betrayed her. The worst part is that people seem to believe her in her comments section without even knowing the full story. Most of them were her friends, I know them but they aren't my friends, the others were people I don't know. They spoke bad about me and wish that something bad will happen to me. She's playing the victim card, spreading lies while I'm here, still processing everything. I really hate that woman so much. I don't know what to do now but I'm thinking of responding to her. I've never in my entire life made a post about someone, let alone respond to their posts. So if anyone has any advice of what do I say or do, I'm open to hear it. Update 4. Okay, so no more talking too much. I'll just get straight to the point. Y'all, she's pregnant. Madison, fake name aka my ex-BSF, is pregnant. So basically first, I don't know how long afar she is or when did this happen but here's how I knew. She texted me from probably one of her friends' phone and texted me from it. This is what she said, copy-pasted from the chat, "This is what you're missing on our end. My baby will unfortunately grow up without an auntie," referring to me. BC, we grew up together and treated each other like real sisters, who'll love him dearly and shower him with gifts. Not to sound rude, but I really wanted you to be a part of this journey with me, but your stubbornness and selfishness ruined it. Even though you completely shattered my heart and destroyed my confidence, I still want you in my baby's life. For now, we'll put the past behind and move on until baby is born. Me and ___ my ex are happy to welcome you back into our lives with open arms. Love you lots. And on the bottom, there was a photo of a ultrasound fearful face. I blocked her immediately. You know something? Remember the FB post she posted about me? That message she sent up there up arrow was after I responded to her. Sorry to disappoint y'all with my response, but I thought that it was the only suitable one. I only responded with a link to my Reddit posts, like how some of y'all suggested, and threatened that if she continued spreading false info/lies about me, I'll make sure to sue her for defamation. What happened after? The post was gone, but the evidence is still with me. I assume that she tried to manipulate and guilt-trip me into everything she said. Not happening today or tomorrow. I know I may seem like I'm just casually typing all this like it was normal, but in reality, I'm speechless, shocked and low-key shaking. I'll try to respond to as many people as possible tonight. But after that, I'll leave this account for a few weeks. Also, to that one person who messaged me in private, thank you so much for the advice. I'm sorry to everyone that went through something like this. We deserve better.